Just 22 days until the government reaches the so-called fiscal cliff, and still no compromise. President Obama and Speaker of the House John Boehner met at the White House yesterday, but they don't have any other meetings scheduled this week. During a stop in Michigan today to promote his side of the issue, the president said that raising taxes on the wealthiest Americans is not something he will bend on. So, what will be the local impact of going over the fiscal cliff? Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Jeff Goldberg explains.
In Northern Virginia, it doesn't take long to find companies that would be hit hard by big defense cuts or to find workers.
I think they will come up with a decision at the last minute.
Like so many others in Crystal City, Sherry Simmons-Coleman and Robert Flores work for the Department of Defense. They can't predict the fallout of going over the fiscal cliff.
If it happens, and we'll deal with it at that time.
And don't think they'll have to.
I think it'll be too many people affected if it does not get approved.
No budget deal would mean sequestration. Across-the-board cuts to government agencies they would not be able to control. For the Department of Defense, it would mean $50 billion in cuts the first year, $500 billion in the next 10 years.
It's like a tidal wave. The first wave hits, and then another one comes, and then another one comes.
Philip Ewing is the defense editor for Politico. He says even the threat of sequestration has likely already hurt the industry.
As conservative business people, they have to assume that this big thing is going to take place and take measures to safeguard against it.
According to Lockheed Martin, the cuts will damage national security and adversely impact the industry. Raytheon says it will negatively impact the DoD, expressing concern about legislation that could weaken national security.
The system works out at the end.
While some workers are convinced the cliff will be averted, others are far less certain.
There's always hope. I always hold on to that hope.
The Department of Defense knows that any big budget deal would very likely mean cuts, but the agency would much rather deal with budget cuts it can control than ones it cannot. At the Pentagon, Jeff Goldberg, ABC 7 News.
Okay, Jeff, thank you very much.